Sierra pioneered the marine aftermarket and set the standard for quality, reliability, and performance with our ignition parts, the highest quality on the market. Most have exceeded the quality and performance of the OEM ignition parts they were designed to replace and have evolved to be the technician's product of choice. Sierra ignition parts are OEM quality and fit, which means you won't need any extra steps or effort to make Sierra parts fit in your application. And Sierra's ignition parts are backed by the best limited lifetime warranty in the business. There are three core types of ignition systems for outboard engines: magneto, capacitor discharge ignition or CDI, and alternator-driven ignition or ADI. In this module, we'll be reviewing CDI and ADI types. CDI systems, which stands for Capacitor Discharge Ignition System, were introduced by OMC in 1971. The CDI system simply stores electricity in a capacitor until discharged to the coil. This results in a higher voltage, 40,000 volts and up. CDI systems have a faster spark, 6 microseconds compared to 50 microseconds for magneto ignition. It uses a timer base and sensor to tell the power pack when to fire. ADI systems, which stands for alternator-driven ignition, is used by Mercury on most larger horsepower applications. ADI systems have both low and high-speed windings in the stator. Low-speed windings for up to 2,000 RPM and high-speed windings for over 2,000 RPM. All Sierra ignition parts are made with the highest grade components. On select power packs, Sierra enhances product quality by adding additional circuit protection. Sierra parts are exact fit replacements, whereas many competitors' parts require modifications or special adapters. And Sierra's parts contain SCR's silicone-controlled rectifiers or thyristors for optimum performance. Today's high-energy ignition coils can produce up to 40,000 volts in less than 2 ten-thousandths of a second. That's where you can count on our coils for high output and reliability. High-grade copper windings prevent heat and vibration breakdown. Maximum cooling is designed for extended life. Manufactured for specific applications for peak performance. Many of our coils are manufactured by a leading OE supplier. All OB coils are epoxy-filled. Sierra spared no expense in producing the most dependable stators in the business. Heavy-duty all-copper windings and plastic encapsulation over the coils on the Mercury replacements offer the best output and vibration resistance. Exact fit replacement means no modifications are required. Testing specifications are the same as the OEM for easy diagnostics and troubleshooting. Precise wiring harness lead lengths eliminate excess wiring for possible premature failures. Sierra is the only company, aftermarket or OEM, to back electronic ignition parts with a comprehensive warranty that covers labor. The battery ignition is used in stern drive and inboard applications and consists of the following: the coil, either oil-filled or epoxy; the distributor, which includes points and condenser, electronic, and HEI, or high-energy ignition. Traditional oil-filled ignition coils current flows from the battery through the primary winding of the coil. The primary coil's current can be suddenly disrupted by the breaker points or by a solid-state device in an electronic ignition which induces a high voltage into the secondary windings that is sent through the coil cable. Epoxy-filled ignition coils are becoming the norm for all late-model ignition systems, as they are more versatile and designed to withstand more harsh and high-heat conditions. Sierra's epoxy-filled ignition coils also are vibration-resistant and can be used in non-vertical installations, and are designed to fit or retrofit most inboard and stern drive applications. This is an example of a simplified ignition system. Battery voltage is applied to the ignition coil primary windings, and ground is provided through the breaker points in which the condenser is also connected to accumulate voltage and store it until it is needed. When the breaker points disrupts the path to ground, a much higher voltage is induced through the secondary windings of the ignition coil, which is then sent through the spark plug wire to the spark plug. When adding the distributor in the system, the same process happens in the ignition coil. Now, instead of the secondary wire carrying the high voltage to one spark plug wire, it carries it to a centralized point, and the high voltage is distributed to all of the spark plugs equipped on the engine. The distributor achieves this by being driven by the engine's camshaft, which spins the rotor inside of the distributor cap and distributes the spark to all terminals. Common problems with a conventional ignition system can include points wear and erode with poor current flow and sloppy timing. Points limit power input to coil, limiting coil output. Point dwell limits and point float or bounce limit high power at high RPM. Mechanical advance wears. And points get wet and stop working altogether. An electronic conversion kit works to prevent problems in the ignition system by converting a standard distributor to an electronic distributor. Designed to replace points and condensers for true solid-state ignition, they're convenient for hard-to-find replacement points and condensers. Sierra's electronic conversion kits are easy to install, accurate within 1/4 degree timing at 0 to 6,000 RPM, and are compatible with OMC Shift Assist module. Sierra offers a full line of standard and high-performance electronic conversion kits. Download the attached document to view a complete listing of supported applications. The electronic ignition system still uses a distributor, which contains a rotor and distributor cap, which can wear out over time. Sierra's electronic ignition system parts are maintenance-free, contain no moving parts, and provide accurate timing, improved starting, a hotter spark, and are durable and long-lasting. Electronic distributors use a Hall effect triggering system to replace the points and condenser in a conventional distributor. It reduces maintenance and improves performance. It also reduces the need for tune-ups and allows easier starting. Sierra has a comprehensive selection of both conventional and electronic distributors for most popular applications. Most newer engines are moving to this type of ignition system. The PCM, or computer, acts as the distributor and disrupts the primary circuit of the appropriate ignition coil to induce high voltage in the secondary coil windings and travels through the spark plug wire to the spark plug. The PCM controls ignition timing by monitoring the crankshaft and camshaft position sensors, among other sensors, and calculating advance and retard based on a preset value. Sierra offers most popular ignition coils and engine sensors to support distributorless ignition as well as HEI distributor ignition systems. Sierra offers an extensive line of distributor caps and tune-up kits for inboard and inboard-outboard applications. Sierra caps are injection-molded glass-filled polyester with brass inserts. Brass inserts eliminate the formation of aluminum oxide. Sierra offers MagCore wire ignition wire sets. Most Mallory wire sets have converted to MagForce sets. MagForce is the OE fit for many applications, including the most popular inboards, inboard-outboards, and outboards. They feature MagCore wire. MagForce ignition wires are now featured in new packaging. Sierra's magnetic suppression core is manufactured for today's engine management systems. They feature a Kevlar core for maximum durability and long life. Durable stainless steel wound conductor for maximum horsepower and engine performance. Premium silicone jacketing and boots for the ultimate in high temperature protection. Superior RFI suppression for the most sensitive electronic system. and corrosion-resistant stainless steel spark plugs and distributor terminals for maximum conductivity. Sierra offers a full range of ignition products. You can locate our ignition products in the Sierra catalog in each OEM section. Sierras provide you with quality, service, selection, and a great price. Backed by Sierra's industry-leading warranty, it's the total package.